What's up, Pizzaholics? Behind me in this shopping plaza, nestled between a multitude of stores, is Via Napoli Pizza. And I'm excited today because this is one of the few places on Staten Island, in the city in general, in New York City in general, that offer a Detroit-style pizza, baby. Wood-fired Detroit-style pizza. Talk about different. Let's go eat, guys. All right, guys, here we have it, Via Napoli, wood-fired, and they specify pizza well done. You know how much I love pizza well done, guys. I had the box open on the way to the car, I aired it out. It's a personal Detroit style. The woman in there cutting the pizza said, "We are ahead of the game, baby. Nobody is doing Detroit style on Staten Island." Let's go taste it, baby. All right, guys, here we go. Now, Detroit style, just like a Sicilian pizza, you want it to have a crispy bottom. The bottom is a little pale, guys. It's a little pale. It's good though. Wow. I'll tell you where you do get the crunch though, guys. You get that crunch all along the edges, that cheese frico crust. Ooh, that's good. All right, guys, what do you say we move on into the lab and take a closer look at what is a very rare style of pizza here in New York City. Not only in Staten Island, but all of New York City. The Detroit-style pan pizza. Guys, I absolutely enjoyed the heck out of this pizza. Now, one of the main reasons why I did was because of that wonderful herbaceous tomato sauce, which had immense flavor. Look at the brightness of those tomatoes. On the pulpy side, not exactly chunky, but slightly pulpy. And you know how much I love that. Maybe a slight tartness. Oh, God, these tomatoes, man. They were delicious. It is a little greasy. Look, there's pepperoni on it. It's going to be a little greasy. The low moisture cheese, pretty fatty, but never soupy. Never soupy. I mean, you see how neat it is on the separation, guys. Check this out. Look at that. Little stretch, minimal stretch. There's a lot of cheese on this pizza. And it separates so beautifully. Now, I'm not sure if there's any Wisconsin brick cheese on this. Typically, Detroit style calls for Wisconsin brick cheese. They don't usually use mozzarella. I don't know if they're blending them here. I think they are. It's very possible that they're blending it because the cheese had a unique tang to it. Something that I did not recognize. So it's very possible that they're using two of those cheeses. And I should have asked. But nevertheless, regardless of what kind of cheese they're using, guys, it was delicious. What makes Detroit style special, guys, is that frico crust. The cheese frico crust doesn't extend all the way down to the edge, the bottom edge. Very minimal amounts of frico crust, which was disappointing. And I'm going to take away some points for that, absolutely. The pepperoni will not factor into the final score of the review. We only review cheese, sauce, and bread on this channel, guys. So, but I will talk about the pepperoni. They were very good, hand cut. They cup up, thinly sliced, and they're not overpowering. And there's a good amount of pepperoni on the pepperoni side. You know, when I go to Prince Street, I'm basically looking forward to eating a pepperoni sandwich. No, not the case here. It's a really good pepperoni to pizza ratio. As for the cheese to sauce ratio, it's dead on. Again, guys, the bottom of that pizza, it's a bit pale, so we're gonna move this baby down the scale. Unfortunately, I would have liked a little more crunch on that bottom. Luckily, we got it on the sides. It's so pale, we're gonna move it down the scale. But luckily, the Detroit edges, the Detroit style edges of this pizza gave it that textural contrast. So you get that soft pillowiness. It was a very soft, pillowy pizza. and the edges of the pizza provided good crunchy texture, which gave it some good contrast. But normally with a thick, pillowy Sicilian, you want a nice crispy bottom to give it that contrast. In this situation, we got the crispy edge. Guys, one of the issues I also have here is the aeration is a bit on the moderate side. It's not the lightest pizza. It's not a Roman style pizza, but pretty light. It's heavy because of all the cheese on it. It's not the heaviest thing in the world, guys. As you can see, there are some dimples there on the bottom. As you can see, guys, a little spongy. A bit on the spongy side of the spectrum. I want it a little airier than this. Guys. So the pizza has cooled down considerably. Does it retain any crisp whatsoever? Well, it didn't have any to begin with. It only crisped up towards the edge. So let's see if it has some crisp left long after cooling. Yeah, it's mostly just that cheesy frico crust. All right, guys, so for the score, absolutely a 7-7. 7-7, guys, absolutely. I mean, it's something that I enjoyed immensely, despite all its flaws. Most of the flaws were due to the fact that it did not have that prototypical Detroit-style look to it. I enjoyed the heck out of the sauce, though. There was good contrast between soft and crunchy. You get it towards the edge mostly. The bottom, none whatsoever. If this thing had a crispy bottom, if it was a little darker on the bottom, I would have went 8-1. I would have went 8-1 on this thing because the sauce was phenomenal. And if it had a little more of that frico crust, absolutely in the low 8s. Go out and try their other stuff too, guys. This place has a really extensive menu, affordable, known for their good portions. They make everything. So I recommend trying everything else. It's a wood-fired slice shop, very unique establishment, and the whole lot has changed here, man. They got stores, restaurants opening up everywhere. Well, Pizzaholics, that about sums it up for this review. Remember to hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. Subscribe and hit the bell. Hit the notification bell, guys, so you can watch my videos as soon as they're released. Until next time, keep those bellies full, folks, preferably with some Detroit-style pizza. This is Antonio, signing off.